The blue glaciers, the magnificent wildlife, the crystal clear lakes, the fantastic hikes, the unique tastings, the train rides into the wilderness, the cruises to the stunning and spectacular views. That is Alaska, the last frontier. There is something about the 49th state. We are taking a journey to this mesmerizing land. Join us as we fly into the glacier and hike it in this episode of Passage to Good Times. After getting through the pretzels, ginger ales, some Netflix, and after several hours, we land in Anchorage. Anchorage, the biggest city in the state of Alaska. The highlight of the airport has to be the several taxiderms. We should know it's a different world when the rental car company says they will allow driving on any maintained dry gravel roads. So we set from Anchorage to our destination, the Sheep Mountain on Alaska Route 1. Hello, good morning. This is day one in Alaska, and behind me is one of the very popular historic routes in Alaska. It's called the Alaskan Highway number 1. There is a big history of how this road was formed. So, like anything, everything in the world, gold is the main reason behind this road. You may be wondering how gold caused this road. So, gold was discovered in Alaska, and there were lots of gold mines coming up. So, the gold miners asked for a road which connects all these mines to the cities or the towns. So, they approached the US Army, and the US Army set out an expedition, and after many years, eventually this road was formed. So that's the history of the Alaskan Highway 1. And today we are staying in a place which is right next to the Alaskan Highway number 1, which is on the slopes of the Sheep Mountain. Behind me is the Sheep Mountain. You may be wondering why it is called Sheep Mountain. There's a fascinating story about that. During spring, lots of sheep they actually come to this mountain and lick the rocks of this mountain. You may be wondering why they may be licking the rocks. That's because the rocks have calcium and magnesium, and which is good for the sheep's horn and bones. So sheep are very smart. They figured out somehow to make their bones and horns strong. So that's why this one is called sheep mountain. Today we are staying in a special place called Sheep Mountain Lodge. This is our cabin, and the cabin is there. Let me show you inside. Our agenda for the day is the helicopter ride to Matanuska Glacier and hike the glacier. Before that, it is time for lunch at the Sheep Mountain Lodge. The crispy fried cauliflower with pickled onions and chili garlic aioli was appetizing. Next, we tried the backcountry bruschetta with house made grilled sourdough, pesto, greens, and goat cheese. The mountain waldorf salad with greens, walnuts, raisins, and strawberry rhubarb dressing was filling. Great food here with the friendliest staff at the restaurant. It was time for our helicopter ride. The four-seater helicopter is operated by the Sheep Mountain Air. It is first time being on the helicopter for both the kids. You can see their nervous smiles there. This is Matanuska Glacier, a 27 miles long and 4 miles wide glacier which flows almost 1 foot every day. It is considered one of the largest glaciers in Alaska reachable by roads. Matanuska Glacier is an alpine glacier or also known as mountain glacier. Our helicopter is going to land on this glacier. Before we get down on the glacier, our pilot Mark puts the micro spikes on our shoes so that we can walk on these ice sheets. The splendor and beauty of this place is hard to capture in words. The turquoise colored water simply amplifies already stunning surroundings. We take in the spectacular views as we walk carefully on the glacier. Our pilot led us in the walk and showed us the many intriguing aspects of the glacier. We saw there were lots of holes in the glaciers and wondering what it was. It turns out to be the rocks getting heated and sinking to the bottom, causing these holes. There are even blue lines indicating glacier ice walls coming together. We get to even taste the crystal clear glacier water. The water was really cold but very refreshing. As we looked around, everywhere it was like an constant art project which was ever evolving, creating masterpieces every single day. This is Mark, our awesome pilot here.
Hello.
Mark has been flying for 19 years, so he exactly knows what he's doing.
3 weeks, but I'll watch a lot of YouTube.
And here are our special guests. Hi, say hi.
Hi.
Hi, what did you see? Glacier? Okay, awesome. Thank you. This is an experience that will be etched in our memories forever. It also reminds what a tiny part we are in this amazing, vast universe. Few useful tips related with this ride. Tip 1: Glacier accessibility. Many of the glaciers are not walk-ins. They are accessible through tour operators only. Tour operators offer helicopter like this one. Some of them also offer glacier treks. So please plan in advance by talking to your tour operator. Tip 2: Helicopter seating. Our helicopter was a four-seater. So if you are a family or a group of 4 or more people, obviously you cannot go in the same ride. You need to ensure the groups are split accordingly. Tip 3: The helicopter rides. There are multiple helicopter ride options available depending on the duration of the flight and activities. So overall, we were very satisfied with our Sheep Mountain ride and our pilot Mark. We highly recommend. The stay at the Sheep Mountain Lodge and food at the restaurant was equally good. We are on the road again, and our destination is almost 3 hours away. Before that, we need to make a dinner stop. Hello, we are at Talkatina. This is 9 p.m. and we are having dinner at this small place called My Mom's Thai Taste. I don't know how the food is, but we had a pretty good wait time. The Thai food was pretty decent. We are on the way to our stay for the night. We have an action packed day in Alaska tomorrow and cannot wait to share that with you. See you in the next episode of Passage to Good Times.